No, I subscribe to you and I ran.
About now. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, I can cut this off then. So I woke up this morning to what I thought was a silly AI video, but it's not. S- um, let's listen. You know what? Let's just hop into it. I got some Canada Dry because I figured I was gonna need a drink for this, and I can't have alcohol. And some snacks. I don't. I mean, it's about an hour long, so you know what? Let's just get into it. Let's just see what happens. This is brought to us by Meerkat Mob. All right.
Randomly every once in a while I'll click on your stream if I see it live.
All right.
And
Hold on. Let
tonight
me
I saw
start right from the beginning here.
no, I subscribe to you and I randomly every once in a while I'll click on your stream if I see it live. And tonight I saw Arc Raider. I was like, what the hell? He's playing Arc Raiders? Like he never plays Arc Raiders. So I clicked on it to see what you were doing, and immediately these guys are like talking detractor memes to you. I don't know if you realized that
I
or
don't. I
not. Did
don't.
you even know what they were saying?
I did not. Is that otter shit? What is that?
No, so I know they were talking about like otter shit. I have no idea what that is, but they were doing that countdown stuff like a 13 or 14, 13, 12, whatever the fuck that is, like a countdown stuff. And the second they did that, I was like, that's a detractor meme that this guy
Yeah.
gets hit with.
Okay. I don't know a lot about. I hope this isn't. This sounds so. Turn this up just a little bit. But I don't know a lot about wings memes, so I'm not sure what the 12 countdown thing is. I find it interesting that DSP seems to know that.
All the time. And then I'm listening to what they're saying, and they're talking about otters. I'm like, this is not legit stuff. This is they're trying to bombard his stream with something that's going to get attention. And of course, they're not playing legit, dude. They're just messing with you. You
Mm-hmm,
know, this is.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm sorry,
I
but
didn't. I didn't doubt. I don't have enough time in the game. I got like 6 hours in the game. Like I said, I don't know what a. I know how to do the buttons and the rolls and everything, but like I could give a shit less about like what the kit looks like and things like that. But like we were winning our gunfight, so I was like, okay, I guess they're playing good enough, right?
yeah, to my knowledge, there's nothing in the game about otters at all. I've been playing it. Well, I played it over 20, 30 hours, like 2 months, and I don't even know what the hell they were talking about. Like they were guiding you through it at a basic level, but I don't know what the hell was
God,
going
he
on there. And I just
sounds.
had to really
I'm trying my best not to pause a lot because I'm not a big fan of a lot of pausing. But he sounds like he's trying to be such a big. I know the way of the game, but I can teach you how to do it. It's just so silly. I mean, he's drunk. Does he think he's dreaming while he's doing this? Maybe he's gonna wake up and think this was all a dream.
big suspect moment where they start doing the countdowns. I'm like, oh no. Like I have a feeling this is not going to go well.
I didn't catch that when they did it. Like I guess I was too busy.
Yeah, and you will be because you don't know what's going on. You know, you're in a world you're not used to, a gaming world that you're not adjusted
What do
to.
you
And
mean
So
a
I was
game?
also
I'm not
trying to
Wait,
be I
surprised.
was also trying to be funny while
what do you mean a game? All he does is play shooters. Arc Raiders is a shooter. Well, it's a distraction game, but you still shoot bang in it. Shut up, Phil. Go to.
playing.
You need to go to sleep. Roll over and go to sleep.
Right. So dude, how you doing, man? I mean,
How you
honest
doing?
question. Like how are you doing because
How you doing?
I only see you from like a weird perspective of I don't watch your content all the time. And I
You
interviewed
watch
you
it
a couple
enough.
months ago or a few months ago now. I hope you're doing well. Or like genuinely I mean that.
I,
Like
I've gave up soda at this point, and I'm kind of down because like I'm not seeing the numbers on the scale to reflect me giving up soda. And like every time I
Oh,
talk about
that's
it in the
tough.
chat, it sucks because everybody becomes a nutritionist and everybody tells
Hmm.
you how to do something the best way to do it. You probably deal with the same thing in your chat, and that
No,
sucks because like I want to use the chat as like a dear diary, where it's like,
he's gonna. So Phil thinks he's a health guru because he eats a lot of protein now and has, I don't know, probably some 5 pound weights. So no, no, I think people are trying to give him advice. He's like, no, you know what you're talking about because I eat protein chips now.
I just want you guys to listen and let me be I need y'all guys to be a therapist. I don't need nutritionists right now,
What do you mean?
and
No,
that sucks
no,
because
no, 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 no. Don't do the. I need you guys to be a therapist. Just go to a therapist. Just, I go to a therapist.
that
Like
never
a
works.
real therapist that has gone to school. Don't do this to your chat. They're not. If there is a licensed therapist in there, please reach out to Wings and like don't don't. Chat is not therapy.
Works. That just makes me look like an asshole most of the times.
Dude, I'm gonna give you credit at least for trying to quit soda. If you have actually legitimately done that,
I've legitimately quit. Like I've got Crystal Light in my hand right now. Like that's what I went to get. It's like it's like Mio. It's like it just flavors water.
yeah, oh, I know. I've had Crystal Light before. I used to drink the one that had the caffeine boost too. So I was having it as like a double supplement to replace sugar and energy drinks as well, or
Mm-hmm.
like soda. But eh, uh, good for you. That's the first step. That's the sugar, the sugar supply to your body that you definitely do not need. And you can, obviously, within a month you're losing weight just because you switched what you're drinking on a daily basis.
Well,
So
well,
good for you on
I
that.
was down 8 pounds, but like I don't know. I don't know. Like
No, I know, dude. I
it
know.
fluctuates on the
I
scale. Like the problem is like when you're as big as I am, there could be like, and I don't want to sit there and make excuses, but like my what's that shit called? That diabetics have to. My insulin levels could be up, which I'm not a diabetic, by the way. I'm not a diabetic at all.
Don't
But
get
my insulin levels could
DSP
be up,
started
and
on
just because my insulin
diabetes.
levels up means I won't lose weight.
Yeah, you're gonna make initial changes. You're gonna see success right away, and then it's gonna stop, and then it's gonna go again, then it's gonna stop. I get it. In my opinion, the first thing you're doing is the right thing. But you know as well as I do, there's so much more that has to happen after the initial drink stoppage.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
thing is, for you, you're under so
Short
much
drink
stress all the time. And I hear
stoppage.
you. I hear what you're saying. I see what your detractors say about you. And
Well, it's not even that. It's
you're
not even
you're
that. There's that thing that I talked about with you privately that's stressful.
Oh no.
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Okay, I thought DSP was gonna
we're
bring up
all
whatever
through this.
private
Like
thing they were
anyone on the
talking about.
internet who is a public face constantly has so much going on that people don't understand. And
You
it's
don't
so
ever
much
feel
stress.
you don't ever feel like I've always put it like this way. Like if I was to like let's say our job was a regular job. Say we're doing like Excel spreadsheets, right? And to put it apples to apples, like every time I go to click on an Excel spreadsheet box, someone would take my mouse and move it 5 feet to the right. That's what it feels like to do this job with the level of like scrutiny that me and you both get. There's a lot of people. We're not by ourselves in this, but
Okay. Um, I wish I had the picture, but how are you gonna get bullied on the internet? Uh, just get off the internet. This is so silly to me. You don't have to do this. You have free will. If this is too hard for you, just go do something else. Stop being so greedy for money.
it feels like there's always somebody trying to move the goalpost 5 feet every time you go somewhere, so you never can get ahead because of that.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter when you get to the level that we're both at, where you have so many people who are micromanaging every single thing you do. They're analyzing every single thing you say and how you do it, every mannerism that you move on camera,
Oh my
right? It doesn't
god.
matter if you improve, if you actually do or not. To them, it's just another thing for them to cover. It's just another thing for them to make content out of. If you're doing bad or good, and that's the thing, you could do bad, you could do good. They don't care. All they want to do is get another video, another little clip, another sound bite, another thing to post on Reddit, another thing to post on X that they can make money off of. And you get to the point where it doesn't matter anymore because you know that no matter what you do or say, they're going to say you did the wrong thing. So for me
Mm,
anyway, at the point I am in my, and I say career and everyone laughs at me, ho ho ho,
just opening
a
my
No,
career,
snacks
we've
over
right?
been doing
Yeah,
this
it's a
here.
shit almost 20
career,
years. Like that's a career.
right?
It's one
But to
thing if you're
them,
just
it's like,
starting out calling it a career, but like, nah, dog. Like my face has got gray hairs from this shit.
well, they laugh at us, right? And they say, oh, what you do is so easy. It's like, yeah, you try sitting in front of a public audience for 20 years. Well, for me, it's like around 18 years. You're around 19 years actually at this point, and say that you can survive it and you can still be pertinent and have people who watch you every day who even give a shit. So many people
What you do is easy. I'm doing it. I mean, it's in an empty room right now, but I'm doing it. It's not hard. This isn't a hard thing to do. It's hard for you because you made it hard. Because you don't know when to be like, oh, I should step back a bit. You don't have any self reflection, any self awareness, so you can't see what a terrible person you are, so you can't make any changes. Uh, you don't go to therapy, like real therapy. You got a lot of things wrong. Both of you do. You guys got to get off the internet and go talk to somebody professional, not your chat, like a professional who's gone to college, who has degrees on the wall.
have faded into the background, right? But for us, we've been doing it so long, and no matter what we do, people will be out there saying we're doing the wrong thing. It doesn't even matter. I've made this point. It doesn't matter if like we cured cancer, if we fought off an alien invasion, if we stopped a dimensional rift that was going to end Earth. It doesn't matter. They'll be like, oh well, you farted when you did it. Oh well, yeah, I did, but I kind of did the right thing. Oh, it doesn't matter. You farted. So now we make a video on it. you know.
Uh,
So so that's the thing. It doesn't matter what we say or do. These people will always make a buck saying we did the wrong thing. So who cares? I don't care anymore. I really don't. All I care about is entertaining my own audience. The people who are there every day.
So you don't care anymore. I'm trying to think if I want to say this. He says that it doesn't matter what he does, everyone's going to tell him wrong. Um, Even if they cure cancer or save the world or whatever, which is just really, those are very extreme. But maybe you should care, um, a little bit, because the less ammo you give to people, the less they can fire back at you. That's what I think. But I'm not a therapist. Please don't come to me to therapy.
like
Who like who I am,
it's like
who
you're
like what I
there.
do.
I'm just burned out. Like
Oh, I hear you.
I'm just burned out.
Oh,
It's
I
like
know that, dude. Dude, you're playing Arc Raiders tonight. I'm like, what is this guy doing? I
well, it's
know he hates
people
this game.
because people are like, oh, you got to do new stuff. You got to do new stuff, and like, yeah, like what I like playing hasn't led to a lot of success, right? So like, it's like, all right, you want me to play Arc Raiders? Arc Raiders is the biggest game because I was making the point like Burnt Peanut doesn't do much more than I can do, right?
This
Like,
is another thing that I fucking hate. I would much rather be playing this thing than play it. Alright? Stop. This is talking to a fucking brick wall. Stop letting chat dictate what you do. Because so many times I've heard from DSP, oh, I really enjoy. Well, he doesn't. He's. Alright, well. But I really enjoy this game and I really want to. Well, then play it. Alright? If you weren't so fucking greedy and just enjoyed the thing, you probably wouldn't be so miserable. I mean, among other things, like you gotta spending. You retail therapy is your problem. You really, this could all be solved if you just got off the internet and went to therapy.
Like he just makes fun of people while playing Arc Raiders. I do the same thing on Red Sect, and I was trying to prove a point. Like I could get on Arc Raiders and be just as entertaining as Burnt Peanut. And I think people are having like a bias against me because of that fact.
Uh, Right. I'm going to say something up front. You need to stop comparing yourself to people who are like ridiculously overblown successful because that is your biggest problem. You look at guys like Burnt Peanut or you reference other people who are streaming Battlefield and they're blowing up. Dude, you're not like them and I'm not either. You understand? We're at a different level
Excuse me.
because of what's happened to us, because of the level of scrutiny, the level of harassment we've gotten, and we're lolcows. Not that we
Mm-hmm.
want to be, but we are. You cannot look at guys like them and be like, "Oh, well, they're better than, I could do what they do." It won't work. You could literally do exactly what Burnt Peanut or someone else does. No one will care. Okay? What we have to do is we have to find a way to appeal to an audience that actually cares about guys of our stature. And I think it's taken a long time, right? I've made tons of mistakes over the years, but I
Oh,
think I
this is
have done
just
that.
so bad.
I found an audience that likes who I am, what I do at the level that I do it, and I'm happy. And it took a long time for me to say that. Like, that's actually hard for me to say that. I'm happy because I'm not big, I'm not rich, but I'm happy doing what I do every day. And a lot of
Oh my god, I thought he said I'm not big and I thought he meant I'm not fat. No, he means he's not popular.
people don't believe me when I say that. Maybe you don't even believe me when I say that. But I actually
I think it.
genuinely am happy with the content
Yeah,
I put
but
out.
I can't settle for that though. It's not.
So,
It's
all
not.
right.
It's not.
So,
It's not even about getting rich. Like I got a wife that had thyroid cancer, and it could come back any day. So like, I have to save for the future. Like, there's gonna
oh,
be,
no, no, no. Okay. No, I
she's gonna
understand
get
what you're
sick
saying,
again.
dude. I totally understand what you're saying. But I want you to understand something. When I say I'm happy, it doesn't mean that I'm happy and I'm poor.
Yeah.
What does
It
that?
means I'm happy and I'm doing good too. Like, I'm in the best position of my life
Wait a
financially.
minute. What is that? What does that mean? What? Hold on a minute.
Gonna
Understand
get
what you're
sick
saying,
again.
dude. I totally understand what you're saying, but I want you to understand something. When I say I'm happy, it doesn't mean that I'm happy and I'm poor.
Yeah.
I don't understand. So Wing says he's got to save up because his wife has had cancer and he can come back any day. Okay, that's good planning because cancer's a bastard. If you it can always come back. So DSP responds with, "When I say I'm happy, I mean I'm happy." Wait, what did he?
It means I'm happy and I'm doing good too. But I want you to understand something. When I say I'm happy,
Happy
it doesn't mean
doesn't
that I'm
mean I'm
happy and
happy
I'm
and I'm
poor.
poor. So happy and what a weird thing to say. I'm trying to wrap my head around what he means by I'm happy and well, he says later next I'm happy and I'm doing well. I assume when you're happy that you're doing well. I'm not thinking about how you're doing financially when you're like, "Yeah, I'm happy." Oh, well, good for you. I'm assuming everything you want to go well is going well. It just it says a lot about how DSP sees money. I mean, we've known for a while that he uses it. He buys stuff as a way to show he's not poor. Um, he won't refund the game because, well, why should I refund the game? I don't need the money. I'm not poor. When it has nothing to do with it. Like I've refunded games before because you refund them because hey, I paid money for this thing and I didn't enjoy it. And it wasn't what I was looking for. It has nothing to do with oh man, I really need that what $5 I spent on this little indie game that I'm not happy with. It it's just weird. He's just a weird guy. He's got weird thoughts in his head.
Yeah.
It means I'm happy and I'm doing good too. Like, I'm in the best position of my life financially and things are going good, even though my detractors say the opposite, which I'm sure they're all
Well,
analyzing our
yeah.
talk
See,
right now.
because they like put you on fucking live stream fails the other day because you had a $20 session with Call of Duty. It's like this sucks, right? It sucks to make $20 after you play a game you hate for 3 hours. It's like, well, I just wasted my time doing this.
Yeah, but they're retarded.
Stop doing things you hate. Stop being so damn greedy that you are willing to just suffer because, oh, I can make a little bit of money for this. Stop doing this. Why you're so fucking miserable? Because you spend hours a day doing something that you fucking hate in the hopes of making more than $20. It's not worth it, man.
Because I made $20 playing Call of Duty. Actually, after I made $50 on a podcast, and then I made $20 after I quit Call of Duty, and then I made ad revenue on that, and then I made Kick revenue because I'm part of the Kick Partner Program. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what they're saying is bullshit. I didn't make $20 on a stream. I haven't made $20
Well,
on a stream in like 10 years.
but
That's
they
nonsense.
got a little snippet of where you complained about it, and they just used it and utilized it.
Exactly. That's absolutely right. And that's what they always do. So I'm happy and I'm doing good. I want you to understand that. Like, I'm doing well financially. I'm not rich, but I'm also certainly not poor. I'm at a good place and things are getting better. They've been getting better for like 3, 4 years in a row. My,
You know, we should stop saying that DSP is poor financially and say he is poor in other things because he is. Like, this is just sad, man. Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
and funny because people look at views, right? And I know you too, right? You look at your channel, you look at views, and you say, "Oh God, the views,
I
the
just
views." It's not about the views. It's
I
not.
just want the views to trend upward. Like I want to feel like I'm gaining somewhere.
Uh,
I hear you, because when
it's
everyone on YouTube
Antilia
looks at things like sub
to
count and they look
make
at
it
view
all
count and they
about
look at that,
him. Sub
honestly,
and
someone
coping
actually sent me
about
something a couple years
Charles.
ago,
Well,
and it kind of changed my whole mindset. They sent me something that was like how to make a great living if you have
enjoy
a
life,
business that
yo.
has 1,000 happy customers. And I read it, I was like,
Oh,
this makes
jeez.
so much sense. It changed my mindset. If you just have 1,000
This
people
is
on
gonna
this
be a.
planet who like you and want to keep supporting you, that's way more important than having a ginormous, insane, viral amount of people who
Hey, Cody,
join
he's
you
in
for
there.
a few minutes a day and then leave or won't even ever support you. They're just there to see because you're popular, right? And then they don't care and they leave. And a few years ago, someone sent me an article. Dark Side Phil is the most well supported guy on Twitch. And I was
What?
like, what? What are you talking about? And then I read the article and it was like, you know, in scale of how many views and subs Phil has, he has people who support him more than the average person, and they showed like statistics, and
Where
I'm
is this
reading it, I'm like,
article? Is
it
the
was
article in the
wrong,
room with us right
but
now?
still it was kind of right. Like, yes, my people who watch me all the time and like my content support me more than the average viewer who will just join someone and be like, I'm just here to watch and I'm out of here. And that's really what we have to find. Guys like us who've been around for so long, we're never going to blow up. Dude, I'm telling you right now. I told you in the interview
Phil
in
really
October,
needs
I'm
his
telling you
toxic
again,
to sleep tonight.
we're not going to blow
Drink.
up for a good reason. There's no way we can
Jeez, this
blow
is
up for good
so.
reason. Too many people think we're jerks, think we're assholes, think we're the scum of the earth. We have to find a way to appeal to a small.
Hearing you talk like this is making me think you're an asshole. It just boggles my mind that I don't know if it's the narcissism or the lack of self awareness, but like, if so many people are like, hey, you do this thing and I don't like it, maybe you should look at the thing you're doing and be like, why doesn't people like this? Why don't people like this? It's just, I just, I don't know. It must be the way brains are wired that you end up not doing the thing that most other people would be like, well, a lot of people are saying they don't like it when I do this. I should probably stop doing this. As opposed to, a lot of people don't like it when I do this thing, they're just stupid. They're just jealous. They don't like me. And it's like, no, we just stop doing the thing. I don't want to stop doing a thing. You're stupid. It's just weird. I don't understand the thought process
Crowd
of it. I think it
who
really
actually like us
comes
for who we
down
are and
to brains just not being wired the I don't want to say the right way, but like their brains are wired differently. I think something in their brain is just the wires are crossed, or maybe there's some missing, or maybe there's too many of them. I don't know.
see through the bullshit and just make content we love. And that is how we're going to find success. And I think you can do it because I'm finding that now. I'm changing
Oh
my
no,
methodology. I'm
moderator turned
playing
on
more indie
subscriber
games.
mode.
I'm doing variety of content. I know you can do it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to
Hey,
say
bro,
this
side
publicly
fell.
because everyone's listening to this. I know you can do it. It's just tough because you're going to have so much
God, it's
against
so
you. You're going to have so
gross just hearing him talk to him like a little kid. Oh, I know you can pass the test, Timmy. If you, well, that was a weird accent. I know you can. Wait, hold on. I know you can pass the test, Timmy, if you just try your best. I know you can do it. You're not as smart as everyone like me, but I know if you try your hardest, you'll pass the test. Like, what the fuck? Why? Who? Because he's a narcissist. I have to remind myself he's a narcissist. Because who are you to just come up to this guy who's actually, I think he says he's been doing this like a night, 18 years? So a little bit longer than Phil. So who are you to come up in here with your drunk little sad self and be like, oh, we're never gonna be able to do this. We have to do it our own way, and you're never gonna be able to do this because la da 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 da. It's just so demeaning, and Wings just sits there and listens. I don't know if he feels sorry for DSP, so he's like, oh, I'm just gonna listen to this guy. Maybe he'll leave in like 10 minutes. And he obviously doesn't. Um, or it's I don't know. I don't know. It makes my head hurt. But it's so gross hearing him talk like this big successful guy when he's really, I mean, maybe financially, barely even then with all the retail therapy he does, but he's not. I don't think DSP isn't happy. I don't. He doesn't like doing this, and it comes through a lot. And I don't. That doesn't seem like success to me. It's like, yeah, you're making money. You got a big house. You got a happy little family, but you're not happy with any of it. And you're just gonna keep doing this for what, 10, 20 more years? Just playing games you don't want to play, blaming the game when it doesn't work out? It's just sad to think about.
many people saying you can't do it because, oh, look at all these failures that Jordy has had in the
Another
past.
homeless
No, you can
man
do it, dude.
to
I know
invest
you can.
in real
I have
estate.
confidence in you that you can do it. Like I've just found the way to do it, but
Yeah,
it's
people in the
not going to
chat, don't
be
let this dude
playing a
study,
game you know
please.
you hate, having these assholes join your party and dumping the N word, and that's not your fault. But
Which about being banned
Oh,
man,
from
they
Red
they will
Faces.
they will use it against me hard. Even though there's
I
even
thought
though
DSP banned
there's
wings, then he comes
entire
on your stream
videos
to
on
lecture
YouTube
you
where
what
it
the
just
fuck.
spouts off that YouTube has movies hosted on their website that they'll ban you for. I don't know.
right? That's right. And they're doing it on purpose. That was
Yeah,
100% when I saw you were
weaponized.
playing that game. I was like, he needs to make some bucks tonight, and I get why he's doing it.
Will you help
And the
Phil with his
second I heard
alcohol
these
addiction?
Well,
guys talking, I was like, oh no.
I don't like to mislead people at all.
Wings, you're not below this dude, don't let him act like it. I just remember him pushing Kelly, and I'm like, I mean, but Phil probably abuses Cat in other ways, not just physical. Well, not physically. I feel like she. He, I just imagine if he tried to hit him, she'd just swing and she'd connect and he'd fucking fall out. It's okay. I'm against AI, but hear me out. If someone were to just make a little AI video of Phil, missing a swing and Cat just what's the right hooking him, I would laugh, but don't do that. AI is bad. But if you did it, I would probably laugh.
Like I have a lot of the low count money still. I have a lot of it. And I have a lot of it invested, but like I invested everything in the things like CDs and like Roth IRAs and things like that. And I can't touch it, right? I have my 6 month emergency fund and I have what's in my checking account. And I try to balance my life around making a certain amount of money every month to make sure I can put money away for my retirement,
Hmm.
emergency funds, and pay my bills, right? And still live like
Yeah,
comfortably. So that's my
that's
goal. Like
very
I try not,
responsible.
I tell people like, don't give me your last dollar. I,
Okay, Willie Wings is being very responsible here. He knows this train probably isn't going to last forever. There's a chance that, Achilles cancer could come back. And he's saving, he's investing. I can applaud that. He's doing smart things. Other than talking to Phil right here, I probably would have. I wouldn't have picked up, probably. I'd be like, why the fuck is this idiot calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning? What do you want? Are you dying? Don't call me at 2 o'clock in the morning unless you're having a breakdown or you're dying or someone's dead or you're on fire.
I'll figure me out, right?
Right.
But like, but like, you're saying we can't blow up, and my goal is not to blow up. My goal is just to be sustainable.
Okay, I have to do the meme. My main goal is to blow up. Then act like I don't know nobody. I need to get that. That's so funny. Why don't I have that?
Right? Like, I'm not looking to be Burnt Peanut with 75,000 users making $600,000 a month, right? Would it be nice? Yeah, anybody would want that. But at the same time, there's a lot of responsibility when you got the fucking golden scepter that a lot of people don't understand either, right? Because like Burt Peanut, anytime he says something wrong, it's going to be the end of his career. Like Doctor Disrespect is a bad example of that, but it's an example of that, right? Because he used to be the guy with the golden scepter.
Right.
Okay, so I guess the Golden Scepter is the most popular guy at the time? Alright, I've never heard it referred to as that, but I understand what he's saying.
So here's the thing.
How far are we? We have 30 minutes though. Okay, we can, it's fine.
I feel like you can succeed. I do. But it's not going to be sitting there all day playing Red Sack. And I know you love Red Sack.
Oh my fucking god, he just sounds like a weird dad. I know you can do it, Timmy. I do. I believe that you can do the thing, Timmy. I do. But you're not gonna do it this way. How the fuck do you know? I mean, well, he probably isn't, but like, this is just weird, alright? It's just weird.
I know it's your favorite game right now because you hate Call of Duty. And to be honest, I agree with you.
Yeah, Call of Duty sucks
Battlefield 6
ass.
this year, dude, Battlefield 6 this year is much better than Call of Duty. I couldn't play Battlefield 6 because it's a team game, and I don't play team games,
I don't have an established group of allies.
right? I don't. I play solo games. So I tried so hard to make Black Ops 7 be a good game. I bought equipment to fucking make the game work on my streams, and no one will watch it. No one will watch this game. Even though I played a stream, I suck at Call of Duty, and I had a positive kill death ratio every match of like 2.0, and no one would watch it. Everyone agrees Call of Duty sucks this year, and you're good at Battlefield. But I'm gonna tell you, my best advice to you right now: stop playing Red Sack on stream.
Fuck off. At least Wings is doing playing games he likes. I will give him that. Well, I mean, he doesn't like Battlefield or COD. Did he play COD? I think he played one of them. I don't keep up with the shoot things. The only one I play is Stronova. But for I mean, I think he liked Red Sec. He plays it with those dudes he hangs out with. He's gotta like it a little bit, maybe. Well, no, we've established you don't have to like a game just to play it. But I think it's gross to be like, hey, I know you like this, but it's not gonna make you successful. You should stop doing it and play something else. Like, what the fuck, man? It's like telling a little kid, "Hey, I know you like playing the guitar, but like you're not gonna be like really rich at it, so you should do something else and stop playing the guitar." Like, that's fucked up.
Stream. You heard what I just said. Stop playing Red Sec on stream.
I
Keep
I don't
playing Red Sec in your personal life
I
because
don't
you love it.
first of all, I don't like it. I tolerate it.
You can't
Like I
feel
don't
it.
like first
You don't
person.
like.
I don't like first person shooters at all. I don't like video games for the most part. There's certain video games I like. Right now I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 in my personal time because I kind of like Baldur's Gate 3, but it's what it is. I play Diablo 2 in my free time. I hate first person shooters. I've been playing them for 30 years at a high level. I fucking detest them. Like
Then either play something else or God, this is just ridiculous.
they're the same shit over and over again. And once you
I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall and repeating myself, so I'm just gonna let this play until something
get good at them,
comes up.
you just realize people were fucking you with the cheapest shit in the game, and it just irritates you. Like,
All right. So you do like certain kinds of video games.
yeah,
You know, the
you know when you
isometric
play Street
kind,
Fighter,
isometric RPGs.
you know when you play Street Fighter, and you know like when
Yeah.
somebody's cheesing the fuck out of you, or they're zoning you, or they're like getting a free throw out you, and like they're just using the cheesy character to beat you, and how it sucks ass,
Yeah.
and you know it because you have so much experience that you know this
Of course.
person's beating you because they're being cheesy. That's same
Of
thing
course.
happens in first person shooters when you get good at them. You realize that you lost this because somebody's using the meta gun or they got you at a right angle or some shit like that. And it just irritates you. It doesn't even when you do well. Like the other day, I was playing Red Sect and I squad wiped a 4-man by myself with a scar. Didn't even flinch. No adrenaline, enough. No dopamine hit. Nothing. I don't even give a shit. I'm like, all right, fuck. At least that's over. Like that's the feel of it.
Yeah. You'll lose all satisfaction
There
because
is
you
no
realize
satisfaction.
exactly the modern version is such a pale comparison to what used to be good that you don't even feel any kind of excitement or enjoyment when you win because it didn't mean anything. It's not like it used to be back in the day when it had skill involved, right?
Oop.
So let me ask you this. You don't like modern first person shooters. You said you like Baldur's Gate, you like Diablo 2. But it sounds to me like you're totally turned off from video games these days.
One
Is that
thousand
a correct
percent.
statement or
One
do you think there's
thousand
anything
percent.
you would actually like to do?
Like Resident Evil 9's coming out. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about playing it. I'll buy it. I don't give a flying fuck about playing it. I could care less if that
Jeez.
game does well or not. But it's going to be something different. It's something that will attract people that might not click on the stream, and I'll play it strictly for donations.
Right.
Like that's just
So
the life I live. Like I don't give a fuck about Resident Evil 9. I don't care about Grand Theft Auto 6. They could come out tomorrow, and I'll be like, all right, whatever.
so what do you want to do then? Honest question. I mean, I asked you this the other day and you didn't answer me. If
I gave you the answer earlier today. I don't know. I'm just burned out. But the fact is, I'm not allowed to be burned out. So like,
Get off of the internet. I'm sorry I'm repeating myself, but it's just maybe it's get off the internet, man. Go find what you want to do. You said you have 6 months of savings. Take a month or two off to just figure your shit out.
I just got to keep going.
man, you are I'm not exaggerating. And again, everyone's listening to this. I know they are. This is not a private conversation. You're in the same situation I was in, like maybe, let me think.
Well, that's tough to me. Here's what happened to me though.
Shit, 7, 8 years ago. Because I got to the point where I was making videos on games every single day. And I was pumping them out at such a rapid pace, like I could beat a game in like 2 days, right? And everyone knew me as Mr. YouTube, the guy who could beat a game in 2 fucking days. So everyone would flock to DSP videos because he can beat the game so quick, and then we can, get a fast opinion on it. It killed me. Like I just didn't care anymore about what I was doing. And then when I became a live streamer, it got different for me because when I became a live streamer, there was no rush anymore. It was more about, hey, I'm with the audience. I'm talking with the audience. I'm chatting. And while I'm playing a game like Zelda Breath of the Wild, which it stands out to me because that was one of the first games I ever live streamed, right? People started chatting with me about other stuff, and a lot of it was
You know what?
bullshit and
Hold
had
on.
nothing to do with the game.
Let's still not fucking talking about. Let's just speed this up a little bit. 1.5 maybe. Just to get through this, cause
But then people started talking with me about my experience with games and my experience with Zelda. And I was like, oh, I don't have to just talk anymore. I don't have to be stupid with, like say sexual comments or dumb swears all the time. I can just like talk with people about games. And since then, it was like an epiphany for me. Hanging out with people on the stream while I play games has made it so much fresher and so much better for me that now, even though I'll admit sometimes I feel like I'm burnt out if I'm playing a game too long that I don't like so much, just that social experience makes it better. All right. But at the same time that I say that, I understand that just playing games 24/7 becomes so draining, especially if
Yeah.
you don't like video games or you don't
And
like the
now
games that
and
are
now
coming
and now
out.
at 250 pounds to your body weight, where walking hurts, and all you have is to sit down and look at a screen all day. That's my life.
Yeah, I know, and dude, and you're stuck, and I get it because you say things like, "Oh, I did want to ask you one question."
I mean, like people say, "Oh, go
You
get a job." I want to go get a job. I do. Like I'd love to be able to get up and be able to stand 8 hours a day and just go work and make money and not have to do this. I'd
you
love to.
can't,
I can't. I'm stuck.
dude. You
This is what I
can't.
do.
There's no way you could do that,
yes, you
and I
can.
understand
And that's
that.
the
I
reason I'm trying
totally
to.
understand.
Yes, you fucking can. You can ask. Just ask for the job to accommodate you. God, I can't stand when people are like, "Oh, I want to do it, but I can't." You don't fucking know. You haven't even tried. Like, God, just like, hey, I'm sure that if there's a job that is willing to hire you, that is at least willing to give you an interview, you could be like, hell, just go to a doctor and get like a little doctor's note or something that's like, hey, he's good, but he might need to like take more breaks than people. I feel like a job would be like if they really wanted to hire you, I feel like they'd be accommodating. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it would depend. Maybe I haven't been on the I've been out I haven't had a real job since college, and that's been like, oh, I don't want. But I just feel like you don't know until you try. And I feel like if a job really needed people, they would be like, "What, you need a chair? Here's a chair. You can sit down when you're not dealing with any customers, just sit down here and take a little break. And when a customer shows up, get up and help the customer. That's it." Like, I don't know. I don't like hearing people give up before they've even tried to do anything. Like he could get something at like, I don't know, a gas station will probably let you sit down if you need to sit down. Hell, well, I was gonna say a call center, but I've only heard nightmarish things about call centers. But I just, you could at least try. It'd be different if he said that, hey, I've been looking for jobs. I've been getting interviews, but I can't find a job that can accommodate, my my health conditions and stuff like that. So it's been kind of rough with me. But he hasn't even tried. As far as, hold on, let me
Just
see
wait
what
right
he
now. It's
says
like I
here.
want the weight to come off so I can go get a fucking job.
For me, right now, everyone says go get a job. I'm like, well, you're retarded because if I get a job, I'm going to make way less than I'm making right now. You're an idiot. But I could walk out of my door right now and go apply for a ton of jobs and I get them because I'm 175 pounds. You can't do that. And I get that. All right. I totally get that.
Okay, here's the thing. If you don't want to do this anymore, just sit here all day and play games, go work out. That way you can lose the weight and then go get a job. This is just a self fulfilling prophecy or an Ouroboros pretty much is like, I don't like sitting here playing games all day, but I can't get a job because I weigh too much. But I sit here all day and play video games that I hate. You could go take a walk. That's probably what you really need to do, in all honesty. Go take a walk. Start with just a walk around the block, or I don't know if they or just go walk instead of whenever you're like, man, I don't feel like playing this. Like, cut your stream short. Like when you play like 2 hours at a time, do play for an hour and then go walk, and then eventually, you keep up your diet, whatever you're doing. You'll lose enough weight, and you can go get a job, and you can get out of this hellhole you've set yourself in. I'm not a professional in any sense of the word. I just It's just irritating to hear, well, I can't do the thing because I gotta do. You're not trying anything. You're just accepting it. And that has always irritated me when people complain about, oh, I can't do this or that. Well, have you tried to? Oh, wait, hold on, accidentally. Get out of here. Have you tried anything?
And that's something that's a huge
Well,
added
there's
weight.
also there's also the other weight of like, and you have this too. No matter what job you get, if somebody notices you, you've lost that job the day that somebody notices you.
That's right. And these people will never let us get a normal job. If they can find out where we work, they're going to try to mess with us because that's another win for them. That's another video for them.
Keep your mouth shut about it. You don't have to post anything about it. You have to say anything about it. Just shut up. Don't just shut up. You don't have to say anything. Just shut up. I think that's if anyone asks where you been all day, minding my own business.
That's another adrenaline or endorphin, another endorphin rush for them that they hurt someone on the internet that everyone hates, right? Yeah, I hear you, dude. I totally hear that. All right. So here's the thing: you cannot get an in-person job, and I've heard you say stuff like, "Oh, I'll get an IRL job." And you say you do gig work. I bet you help your wife doing gig work. You don't do gig work yourself. You help your wife doing gig work. I
What?
get that,
No,
right? Is that
no,
true?
that's not true.
What do
Like
you wait?
I
Why
do
would
gig
you
work.
just assume that he just helps his wife with the gig work? What? Why would he say that? Is it because you yourself couldn't see yourself doing gig work? So there's no way anyone. He does have a habit of just assuming everyone thinks the same way he does, which is why he goes into Wings chat and is like, "What's Wings' goal? I'll help him hit the goal so he can talk to me." Wings, I don't think has a goal, but he just assumes everyone has a goal because he has. Well, he had goals, which makes me think that he still has them because it's not on the board. But if we hit that $150, I must be doing something right, right, guys? You love the game and you love me.
And sometimes we do it together, but like I do it myself. Like I'm physically capable of driving a car and like getting in and out of a car. Like, because you're sitting down most of the job. Like, you literally, like,
Well, that
you, you,
okay.
you go to Walmart and they put the groceries in the back seat and you just drive and put the groceries on the porch.
That's good to hear. I'm actually happy to hear that. That you can at least do something.
And I do that more as just to be active because I hate this.
I doubt, dude. To be honest, I doubt that you could do it enough to make a
Oh,
ton of
Okay, he's figuring it out. He's driving around, getting in the car, getting out the car. It's a start. Hopefully he'll realize that I could do more than just play these video games all day.
money,
it
right?
it makes money, but it's not something you'd live off of. I'd hate to live off of it. But like
I've
the way
I researched it a little bit
the way I
about
do
the whole gig
gig
work and
work
tips and stuff.
is like I usually try to keep $5,000 floating. And if I need to
Mhm.
borrow money, like for example, like land taxes came up just recently, right?
Hmm.
I had car insurance and land taxes come up. That was like $3,600, right? I pulled
Okay.
it from my DoorDash fund, and now I'm gonna
Oh,
pay myself back. So I start paying myself $300 a month back to that, and I also start dashing or
so
whatever again till I get that $5,000 back. So
wow, that's actually a pretty good plan. So he just has 5K stashed away for when he needs to, you know. Winks is pretty smart guy when it comes to this stuff. I guess because he's been doing it for so long, he's been through the ups and downs. Wings should be the therapist here at this point.
instead of like borrowing it from a credit card or anything other place, that's the way I do it.
Right.
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty
smart.
good.
I'm actually happy to hear that you
And
can do.
it helps him get out. When he's door dashing, he's moving around, getting out. It's probably why he has better grasp of things than DSP, who only goes out once a week, twice if he's lucky.
This stuff
Okay.
because you have to understand. You say that on stream. and you never elaborate, and your haters are crazy about, oh, he made it up, or oh, that's just Kelly doing it, or whatever. So that's good to get that out there. I'm glad to hear that you're actually getting out and doing other stuff than just streaming, and that you're capable of doing it. But
You also gotta
that's
understand,
not
like,
sustainable.
my wife also has a master's degree. She has her own job as well.
Right.
Oh, that's
You,
cool.
you have an additional income. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And thankfully, again, what all our detractors say, right, is always the worst possible nonsense. They have no idea what our real lives are like. Seriously, they have no fucking clue what our real lives are like, because if it was as bad as they said, we wouldn't be here, right? Like, we wouldn't be on this fucking planet. We wouldn't be able to keep sustaining if it was as bad as they think. They're just nuts. We have significant others who love us, who help us, who support us, who take care of us. These people are the worst dregs of society, who would never even understand what love means. Seriously, that's why they're
Mm-hmm.
able to hate someone on the internet as much as they do, because if they had love in their lives, they would not get it. They would not even understand that. So I'm happy to hear that she's there for you, and it's not just you
Yeah.
doing
Well,
everything. That's awesome.
and since we're doing like that, like, I don't feel like, another thing with the weight loss is, like, I don't feel like I treat Kelly good enough as a husband because I don't have no libido, right? Like so like
Oh,
our romantic life could be so much more, but my body just doesn't make the chemicals needed for me to like push for that kind of stuff. So like it ends up, I don't
oh,
know, I shouldn't be talking
that's
about this.
yeah. You don't know how
You
to
shouldn't
talk
be talking
about
about it publicly, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
this.
I
We
don't
can
know.
have a private conversation about it.
I just wish that I could be more than I am, right? Like I wish I had
Right.
a more manly thing.
No, and dude,
Oh,
I get it, because every moment that I live, and the reason
what?
a lot of people make fun of me is they say, Phil, you're talking about working out. You're talking about getting healthy. What a joke. We don't believe you. And then they look at me on camera as like, oh, God, he's skinny. Yeah, of course I'm skinny. I'm not lying to you fucking idiots. I'm doing it for a reason, because I
Yeah,
want to
you're
live longer
skinny,
for my
but
wife.
you also look sick
I'm
as
older
hell.
than her.
So
Not so much older. I think it's about an 8 year
How old are you?
difference. I'm 43. I'm about to be 44 in April.
Because like
And
I've been
Kat is.
I'm about to turn
No, go ahead.
40. I'm about to turn 40, and I'm starting to like look at movie actors that didn't live much. Like Dawson from Dawson's Creek died at 48 just recently,
Right.
and he wasn't a 400-pound land monster. And I'm like, dog, do I have 8 years left?
didn't he
Is
die
that
of
what it is?
cancer?
You know, it's like you start thinking about that shit.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
cancer.
And you get to the point where I was feeling bad. I really was. I had pain in my joints. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm over 40. I got to start working out. And I did it not for me. I don't care about how I look. What do I give a shit? I want to be here longer for my wife. I do. I want to be happy, healthy, taking care of her, and doing things that, I realized, why am I being so lazy?
Just a reminder that DSP wants to die before Cat because he doesn't want to be alone.
When I can do this minor thing and be better for her. And I started doing it, and it became, a routine. And now I'm so happy because now we're both getting better together. And everyone makes fun of her for her weight. She's not fat anymore, but she does not want to come on camera because she doesn't want to give anyone any kind of
Well, they won't
entertainment
give her credit
factor.
anyway. Like Kelly gained some weight recently, but like Kelly lost a lot of weight, and like they still called her fat when she was like 140 pounds. I'm like, Kelly's an average weight woman now. Like she's the exact weight she's supposed to be, and you're still calling her
Yeah,
fat. It's like, okay,
right. And they always will. They don't care.
right.
They're only there to hate on and destroy and tear down. They're not there to acknowledge anything. They won't acknowledge that I look better. They're just, oh, he's on Ozempic. No, I'm not. I've never had a drug like that in my body. I'm working out. But, to them, anything is a clip. Anything is a piece of content, right? To make money. Um, so anyway, honest question for you while I got you here, because this is what, honestly, when I had you,
I'm hard to talk to.
dude,
I
you are very hard to talk to.
I
Holy
cut the
shit.
world. I'm very anti people.
You understand why I jumped on the chance when you said, oh, I'll call Phil. Like, oh my God, my wife is asleep next to me in the bed. Okay, seriously. But she sleeps with noise canceling stuff on because our neighbors are so fucking loud. Okay, that's another story for another day. Okay, but I can like just do random stuff at night, not loud, but calm stuff. And he said, oh my God. He said, we can have a conversation. I'm going to have this conversation right now. Let me jump because I tried so hard to get you on my
You're
show. It's not
concerned,
about getting you
Charlie.
on the show. It's about having a conversation with you. Okay, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I care about you. I'm going to be honest with you, Jordy. I care about you. I do. I see what you're going through. It's very similar to things that I've been through or am going through. And I know how painful it is. I know how stressful it is. And to me,
Just heard. Uh, I think adopted nephew's moving around up there. I lost track of what I was gonna. Okay, so if you care about him as much as you say you do, why are you having this conversation with him at 2 o'clock in the morning? You guys aren't besties. I don't think. This is weird. This is a weird thing to do, bro.
to see you go through the same shit is like, man, I wish I could help him because I've been through that. And here we go. I've been through people trying to join my lobbies and be fucked up to me and say stuff on mic. And I've been through these things. All right. So anyway, I got you on a conversation here. All right. Honest question. what do you want to do? What would be online? Because you cannot do an offline job. You can't, and we know this, right? You can do gig work, but that's not a full
Yeah,
time
no,
job.
it's just side money.
You're
Like realistically, where I want to go in the future with this is like I was kind of hoping to transfer this over to like being segment wise. Like the root call is like I want to do like a podcast on like Friday, and then like Thursday do like a Dark Souls stream with Kelly, and like segment it so like it's different things, but it's more planned out. But like I don't know, like depression in a certain messes with a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
do you think you could ever do something consistent?
Yeah,
Because
100%. I did local live for 2 years.
Mm.
no, you
Can't
did,
believe
right?
it's
You did,
been
but
2 years since
after, but
Local
first of
Live
all, Lockout Life.
started.
Hold on a second. Lockout Live is so. You know I didn't do it, right? You understand why I could not do that stuff, right? Like
Yeah,
that's not
I understand why
positive content.
it's not positive content, but at the same time, like you know why I did it because like the money was there, and it's like I needed to play catch up because I went broke in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were playing accelerated catch up exactly, and you bit your teeth and you bit your tongue and you ran forward and you did what you needed to do for your family for like 2 years and you made all that money and you banked it. And again, I'm going to say this again. I respect you for that. I can't
But
do that shit.
I would
I
say
can't.
this, but I still consider Boogie and Key my friend. Like if they asked me to be a part of something, I probably will. I mean, like I didn't like where Local was heading, right? I didn't like that it was like a 24-hour telethon, where it's like it felt like we were running a church more than a podcast, right? Like give the Jesus, give the Jesus. Like everything was like how
Give
much
it to
mustard can we
Jesus.
dump on our head to make money?
Give it a key. Give it to your
Right.
Lord.
And
Give
that's
it
not
to
content.
your
In my opinion,
Lord
that's
and
not content.
Savior
That's
Cube.
the clown acting, smashing a pie in his own face. And yes, a clown is a full time job. It really is.
Yeah.
There's clowns out there who make full
Well,
time money.
Boogie's a full
But
time clown right now,
We
and
got about
I want to say he's my friend.
20 minutes left.
And like I've called him a couple times, and told him he had to slow down on certain jokes because it's going to hurt him in the long run. But like it bothers me to my core that Boogie is like ripping his house up for like Local Live right now. It's like, have you seen the state of Boogie's like streaming room right now? It's like,
oh
dude,
no, I don't follow that stuff, man. I swear to you.
I did see that. I like to think this is my Theo theory is that that's the only room he messes up, and the rest of his house is absolutely pristine. I don't know. I don't watch Local Live. I'm not really feeling it, or any of the subsidiary channels, because I don't know half the people that are on there. I know like what's her name is on there. Big girl world. I can't remember. I'm blanking out on her name. That's crazy. Because I only see ALR, her initials, so I just don't remember her name right now. Amber Lynn, is that it? But I know she's on one of them, and that's it. I know there's like 20. There's a whole universe network of locales, so it's constantly running 24/7. I don't know any of the people who are on it. But I do see clips from every now and then if something big happens, and I did see Boogie take an axe to his wall or a pile of wood on the floor or something. It was pretty crazy. But I like to think that that's the only room that's messed up, and the rest of his house is gorgeous. But I don't know if we've seen the rest of his house, and maybe it's not. But that's my Theo theory, and I'm gonna stick to it until presented with uh, evidence of the contrary.
You, and you might not believe me, I have never watched Locale Live once. I've only seen clips of it on social media. Once I watched Kino Casino reacting to it. I have never watched the show. I have zero desire to ever watch that kind of content, nor do I want to be a part of it. For me, the content that I put on the internet, I want it to feel like it's something that someone can watch today, 10 days from today, 10 weeks from today, 10 years from today, and be like, it's positive content, it's fun, it's gaming or whatever. It's a podcast. It's something that can be fun no matter what. I don't want to put something on the internet that feels like it's harmful or it's dated or you know what I'm saying?
well,
Like I feel like that
I feel
content is
like I know what
short
you're
term
saying, but
gain.
I feel like
If you don't want to put anything harmful on the internet, you should probably go back and scrub all those rants. I mean, it's too late now, but I'm just saying, telling people to know your spoon. I'm just
to
saying.
me it feels like you're conditioned to do it this way because this is the way that the trolls won't fuck with you. Because like
Oh, I don't give a fuck about my trolls.
because I was conditioned to do things forever just to try to avoid getting ire.
Oh, I don't give a two shits about what my trolls say about me anymore. I don't, dude. I want to make a
Mm-hmm.
legacy that in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now, someone stumbles upon Dark Side Phil because I know no one's going to care about me eventually. It's going to happen, right? But
Do
someone
you
will
honestly
find
believe
this
that
channel
though?
and be like,
Like I'm not gonna sit here and be delusional. Like anybody's gonna show up like one of my Red Tech streams 20 years from now. There, if that my shit might get one view a year, right? It's like to me it's like bubblegum content. Like you consume it right then and there, and once it goes out into the trash can, it's never to be seen again.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that's because you're playing Red Sec.
I mean, like what?
Seriously.
Right, but like what's the difference between that and like Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Because All right,
What?
I'll give you an example.
Oh
All
my
right, the
God.
other day I'm streaming and someone joins my stream, and do you believe them or not? I don't know. Someone says, "Wow, I just found your Heavy Rain playthrough."
Fucking
Heavy Rain,
Heavy
that came out in
Rain.
2010. Yeah, I found your Heavy Rain playthrough, and I loved it. And I just decided to check out your live content. And to be honest, your content is nothing like it used to be. But that's cool to know that someone who did a playthrough of Heavy Rain when it came out in 2010 is still live streaming in 2026. And if you truly make something
No one is looking for Heavy Rain gameplay. And I I need a drink.
that is representative of an honest reaction at the time that something is happening, then that content can be immortal.
That's super niche though. It's like let's take Burnt Peanut back into this conversation, right? How many people in the world right now do you think is watching Burnt Peanut's Arc Raider live stream from last week? I don't. It might be a couple thousand because he's so big, but like by the time that you get a year out, that stream is going to get the same views as like the Heavy Rain. You might convert one person over to a field, winner at that point, right? That happens, right? You find somebody that's into a really niche market, and they find you, and they just adapt to your personality. By the way, I'm sorry, Sweetie Man, thank you for the 15 gifted subs. Thank you so much. But that's a Bigfoot. That's why I call it Bigfoot. That's the exception, not the rule, right? The rule is 99.9995% of the people that interact with this content are going to do it when it comes the day it comes out and the time, and that's when they're going to consume it. And very, very, very few people are ever going to consume it after the fact.
That's correct. And you're always going to get the insane exponential, attention as soon as something comes out. You're right. But at the same time, what you're talking about Burnt Peanut, and you're talking about online games. That's very different from a game that is.
But Heavy Rain's
how can I say?
Heavy Rain's is a game, right? But it's not that much different. That's a Let's Play ish game, right? Because you weren't live streaming in 2010. You were actually doing Let's Plays in 2010.
Yep, that's right.
Because like live streaming didn't really pop off until like 2013, 2014.
And I was behind the curve.
Yeah.
I was late to the game on live streaming. I was doing the on demand videos for a very long time, and I was one of the prominent guys, particularly doing the narrative based stuff like the Heavy Rains, the Walking Dead. When it came out from Telltale Games, those games got me giant attention because I was reacting to narrative stories. And that's what I mean. Like, there's a difference today between someone who's reacting to or not reacting, but playing an online oriented multiplayer experience. You're right. Today, if you play the first stream of a game day one, you're going to get attention. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, you need to have an audience who's plugged in. If you don't, they don't really care. No one's going to jump in. You know what I mean? Unless they hear that, he's doing something innovative with a multiplayer game, they're not going to jump in. But when you do a playthrough of something on launch day, that is, a one-time experience. That day one, when I played Elden Ring, I stuck in the entry-level area, and I fought that stupid Golden Knight guy. I forgot his name until I beat him. And everyone to this day still quotes it. Oh my God, Phil, you were an idiot, but it's the most entertaining thing because
it's unique. It's what people remember it as. But like, I want to bring this up though, and like I think you're disregarding this. Is like trends happen, especially in like the online space. Like, and I'm gonna reference this. There's a girl that I know you watch. She makes like video content of old games. Like,
I'm sorry, baby.
If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're being extremely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I got feel in trouble.
But yeah, I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
She is.
But
this is why I don't do this stuff at night.
Video content of old games. Like,
I'm sorry, baby.
If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're being extremely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I got feel in trouble.
But yeah, I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
Video content of old games like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're being extremely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I got feel in trouble.
But yeah, I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the fucking morning.
But
this is why I don't do this stuff at night, and I didn't know I was being this loud, so I gotta go.
Okay.
It was a fun conversation, though, and this is why I would like to have you on my podcast.
Meet my bestie.
Well, can I finish this point before you leave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I know you watch a content critic called Early Bird, right? You reference that, like Early Bird. She's like she makes like old video games. It's like she does like little video essays on them. Well, like that's what's popular on YouTube right now, the video essay. And what's going to be popular 2 years from now might not be the video essay, but right now that's the new hotness. And that's what replaced Let's Plays. And Let's Plays still happen, but they're less popular than they were back in whatever year Let's Plays were popular. But like that's what I'm saying is like the content you make now has to be ever forming and ever changing, and that's one of the parts I'm struggling with is because I know I can't make fucking video essays. I sound like fucking George Bush. I got a southern accent, and I'm just witty.
Mm.
I think you can make video essays. It's just the problem is making that kind of content on YouTube today is so risky because you're at the mercy of the algorithm, where
Mm-hmm.
at any moment they could demonetize your video. I had a channel where I made video essays before
KO
they were
Gaming.
even called video essays. You know, it was called KO Gaming. And I had a million view video. And within 5 months of me working hard on that channel, it got demonetized for no reason. You know, it's just not worth it. The money today is with live streaming, not with the video essays, unless you find success with the algorithm, which is very rare. And even then, when you find that success, it's fleeting. It's not long term. You know what I mean?
I
Like you could
100% agree. I 100% agree with you because I can think of a guy right now named Clown that he did a lot of Elden Ring video essays, and I loved him to death. And he's quit YouTube at this point because they take so much time and energy to make. And at the end of the day, it's like you got to hit a home run every time you make one. If you have one that underachieves, you put 40 hours of your life into something that didn't make you no money.
exactly. And imagine that's your business. And then all of a sudden, you know, one day it's good, 1 month it's good, 6 months it's good, and then all of a sudden it's taken away from you for no reason. You didn't even do anything wrong. It's just gone. And that's why I stopped doing that on demand shit. Like I used to only do on demand videos. And when I saw stuff getting demonetized, I was like, nah, I'd much rather have a live audience contribute to what I'm doing. And that way they can't just steal that from me. So anyway, good conversation. But yeah, I got to go, man. It was a good one, though. I wish I could get you on my show. I wish that we could work together in the future, but you're so hard to reach, dude. I don't
Yeah.
even know what else to say.
I'm very anti person. All right, Phil, thank you for stopping by, man.
All right, man. You have a good night.
Good night, buddy.
Bye.
Oh boy. Oh. That. You can see on my recommendeds. Uh. Well, we made it. I got through almost all of my can of Canada Dry. um. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to really add. Just that it was weird. It was weird that he called at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was weird that uh, I feel like there's a part of Wings that doesn't want to say no to DSP for some reason because I'm not talking to this drug guy at 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why Wings even entertained the idea, but it's really weird. It's weird that he did that. It's weird that he. That's all I've got to say. It's weird that there's so many. Another thing that gets me is that Kat wakes up and says, "If you're going to have conversations like this, please tell me." Like, has he? He hasn't called anyone at 2 o'clock in the morning. As far as we know he's up that late. Has she woken up and been like, "Hey, if you're gonna be up late, could you tell me?" It's just the way that she sort of was okay with it makes me feel like this happens a lot, and she's just at this point where, hey, if you're gonna do that, at least let me know so I can like get up and go to the guest room or something. Cause she didn't tell him to leave. She didn't seem. She wasn't like, "Hey, what are you doing up so late?" She just wrote her and be like, "Hey, if you're gonna do that, just let me know so I can, you know, like get my better pair of hearing of noise canceling, whatever." So that was what stuck out to me is like either her noise canceling works all the damn time and just didn't work this time, or she's just used to this. She's used to this guy being in the bed watching other streamers at 2 o'clock in the morning. And maybe she rolls over every now and then, like, "Hey, you're being kind of loud when you laugh over there because you're being a little quiet." He's like, "Oh, sorry, baby, my bad." And maybe he goes back to sleep. But it's just the fact that she wasn't surprised that's really like, God, he probably does this all the time, and she's just used to it. And uh, I I can't imagine the kind of weird. I also have this image in my head that they're in those you know how back in like I don't know when it was like maybe not the 20s, maybe it was up to the. But you remember back in the really old days when married couples would sleep in separate beds and they would only push them together when they were gonna have maritals. I like to think that they're sleeping in separate beds and they're just kind of pushed kind of close together. And she's like rolling over and be like, "Hey, I can hear you over there. Be quiet. I gotta go to work in the morning." And he's like, "Oh, sorry." I like to think that they have two marital beds, and maybe they've never been pushed together. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Let me give this a like. There we go. But yeah, I I hope I'm sure. Because Meerkat I think was the first person to upload it, so I'm sure he's got most of this archived. Ian's probably gonna archive it too, because he archives everything. I hope this is used in the future as what not to do with the with anyone. Oh, he's streaming right now. Anyone just I love everyone's just gonna be restreaming this. Uh, like it's just crazy that it's just I like to put it as something like the writers they really threw us a curveball. It's been kind of slow this season, but this is what they were really cooking up in the background. Um, man, I'm gonna end up listening to other people listening to this call. Like I don't know who else is left. TBS has to do a thing. Maybe Injured will do one. Maybe Theo. But I just I feel like I've just lost. I feel like I probably need to just end the stream now. I don't think there's anything left to say. I can just sum it up as wow, that was a weird hour, huh? That was what I wanted to do pretty much is like just react to it because I'd heard snippets in the Discord in in the tractor beam Discord where I first saw it and well no I had the video the I got the video thing and I'm like oh I guess like I said at the beginning I thought it was an AI video. I thought Meerkat was like haha look I made a funny thing with some AI voices. I didn't know it was real until I went to the Discord and people were like, "Oh my god, did you see this?" And I was like, "What the hell happened? Was this real?" And it was real. And oh, excuse me. And they talked for almost an hour. Well, it was mostly Phil talking at Wings and making everything about him because he's a narcissist and that's what they do. But like the whole thing was just weird. And Kat is still there. Um, I always joke that Kat was dead in the in the closet. So I'm gonna tell you a little Easter egg. So I have that video where I redesigned Phil's room and Furnace Master. It's a good game by the way. It's really cute. And I put a coffin in the closet because the joke to me from myself was that Cat is buried in the closet. She's just dead in there. And that's why I put the coffin in there. I don't know. I don't know if anyone really gave it much thought, or maybe thought I was just doing a stupid thing. But that's why I put the coffin in the closet. Because my funny, not real headcanon was she was dead and he just had her in the closet. But she's alive! And they're sleeping in the same room, probably in separate beds, maybe in a pull out bed. And she has noise canceling earphones, but they didn't work that time for some reason. So he's louder than the noise canceling earphones, or he lied and she doesn't have any noise canceling at all, and she just sleeps through most of the stuff until he gets too loud and she rolls over and tells him to shut the fuck up. I gotta go to work in the morning, and then she rolls back over. But she's alive and she's there in the room with him. They sleep in the same room at least. Wow, that's just crazy to think about. That she's just there. And she probably has to deal with him talking or watching something at 2 o'clock in the morning all the fucking time. Which is just horrible. I hate it. I hate that I hate that she is, even though I don't really care much for Cat either way. Um I don't I don't hate her. I can't really respect her because of the stuff with Subaru Man. I think it's stupid that she moved out there because she apparently was staying with. She had a friend. She was on the couch with at a friend's house. I don't understand why she just didn't stay there until she got her shit together. But I don't know. Maybe all that love bombing that Phil did was enough, and it got her out there. And then they got married. I mean, we know that she's not. She's not. She's not bright. So who knows? But hey, she's alive. Um, how long have I been going? How long is this video? Oh, an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, but I just wanted to listen, add in my 2 cents, because everyone else is gonna be uh, adding their 2 cents. I'm trying to get on this detractor train. Uh, you know, so you wanna help me out with that? Now you can do what you want. Um, I'm of the mind that if you like a thing, you'll support it. I don't have to tell you to do anything. Because you're a smart person and I believe in you. But anyways, I think we're gonna end things there. I'm on a little drawing break right now, so I probably won't get back to speed painting for another couple of days. Just got done with the big project. It's my husband's birthday, so I made him a little comic. That took a couple of days. So I'm just on a little drawing break. Been catching up on demos and stuff like that for video games. Um, it's just been a busy couple of weeks for me because there's been a lot of playtest. Uh, because I don't make any money from this. I make money from freelance playtesting. So if you got any friends that want to hire a playtester for like, I don't know, $10, $20 an hour, you can send them my way. But yeah, if you've been here this whole time, or if you're listening to this after the fact, thank you very much, my little mini bosses. I will see you around. I haven't quite figured out my niche as to what I want to restream with Philium. Uh, Maybe the spookier games. Anytime he does anything, I say artistic, but because this is anything he does anything out of the abnormal, something different like his Lego things. But I'll figure it all out. I just it just seems really fun when people like do this, and I just wanted to try it out. And I'm getting to the swing of things, I think. But thank you if you were in here watching, or if you listen to this afterwards. I hope you have a pleasant whatever time zone you're in. I'll see you all next time. You be safe. Take care of yourself. And we'll meet again in the next staying on brand here. We'll meet again in the next boss arena, I suppose. But until then, you take care of yourself, little mini bosses.